welcome back everyone for some more of my Dijon career mode in FIFA 21. And welcome to season number 2, which you can see we are technically at the end of season 1. But we actually got a couple bits of transfer business done that I want to show you before we sim to the next season. And we'll be finding out objectives and our transfer budget together, which transfer budget isn't really going to matter because for those of you who have been following this series, I said at the end of the last episode, I really don't want to change this team other than replacing Amalfitano and Alphonse, which I did end up doing off camera. But I really don't plan on making any transfer budgets this season coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead and just sim to the first game of the season, whoever that is, first season back in Ligue 1. But before we continue on, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. And I am going to show you guys the business that we ended up doing. Our new backup center back is Mark Anthony K. We ended up getting him from LAFC. We ended up paying his release clause for him, and we ended up, that's his wages right there. But he will be joining us at the beginning of next season. He will be replacing Amalfitano. And the guy that's going to be replacing Alphonse at backup right back is Koki Anzai. Or Anzai, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's supposed to be Anzai. But he will be back up to Tomiyasu. So we have two Japanese at right back position. And again, I ended up paying a release clause for him instead of negotiating, which I had more than enough money to complete these deals, so that didn't bother me one bit. But I'm curious to see if these guys go, because these guys start out the game both at a 71 rating, and both of them have a potential of up to 76, and I'm kind of curious what their ratings are whenever we get them at the beginning of next season. But I already showed board objectives at the end of during the last episode. But we are going to go ahead and sim to the 30th. Got a bunch of players returning from loan. We got Balde from Young Boys, high potential goalkeeper. Sumare, he was out on loan at Sochaux at the beginning of the campaign. Dobre, not sure. I think I might end up just selling him. He's coming from Stoke. Loya Dise, I might actually look to sell him. And Tumba coming back. He's another one that I'm contemplating selling. Ryan Philippi coming back from Rotherham. Yunusa coming back. Nguyamsa, high potential player, coming back. But we are going to go ahead and end the season. You can see the board is delighted with their performance, and they feel that the players and the staff clearly respect me, and it says, you seem to us to have done an excellent job, which they really need to fix that. Be happy for you to agree to continue your job, which abso-freaking-lutely. And like I said at the end of the last episode, I have a feeling this is going to end up being a very special career mode. It's just, I don't know. I hope I'm not jinxing this. But I just think that we're developing something special here at Dijon. And it is nice actually playing in the French League. This is my first proper French career mode. And what a way to do my first one by playing with this Dijon side. And I'm coming off arguably the best first season I've ever had in a career mode, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here in season number 2. It is going to take a while for this new season to load up. Now, this is a licensed stadium, so we will not be able to customize this, unfortunately. Could you customize pictures on FIFA 21? Come to think of it, I don't think you could, even if it's not licensed. I honestly don't even remember. But it seems to me that Dijon does. I mean, they are a Ligue 1 side, so I think every top flight team in this game has a a licensed stadium, except some of the big teams that just wasn't able to get licensing. I'm going to go ahead. I am going to skip the preseason tournament this year. I don't really see any point, considering that we're not getting. We're not. We're not. I don't plan on spending any money this season. Our players have not come yet, but we are going to go ahead and look. We have a $95 million. That's pretty much a budget we had at the end of last season before I ended up getting K and Onsai. But let's take a look at our objectives here. Youth development, they want us to assign 4 players in my youth academy assigned to each of the following positions: goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. We're going to have to do that again. 20 games with at least 1 goal scored this season. Financial, they want us to make a $3 million profit from youth player sales within 2 seasons. Uber Eats, Ligue 1, they want us to finish in the Champions League spot, which, like I said in the last episode, I know I say that a lot, I've said that a lot this episode, but you figure my Venezia career mode that I finished, my side was weaker than this side, and we finished, and we were playing in Serie A, but we managed to finish in the 3rd position. We're playing with a stronger side in an arguably weaker league, so we should be able to achieve that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Champions League is top 3 in France. I don't think it's top 4, so we have to finish no lower than the 3rd position. Coupe National, they want us to reach a set round of 16, but I actually want to have a go at that particular cup this year. And, of course, we're not in the European competition this year. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to move forward 1 day. This may take a couple moments. But you can see we got Kay and Ansei arriving, and Gilbert is leaving on loan. Now, I do want to take a look here and see what their overalls are. Starting with Kay. We're going to play some Alfitano, and Kay is at a 72, and Ansei is at a 72. So, cool beans there, and they fit right in with the squad, too. I mean, Kay is 1 overall lower than Amalfitano, but he should be able to go, and Ansei is a 3 overall upgrade on Alphonse. And do I want to... Yeah, I do. Should actually have a Curry in there, but I'm going to put Ansei in there, and then K I'm going to have over Vigna. And then Vigna can just... be in the reserves. But we are going to look at development plans of our new players, starting with Ansei. And we're also going to be transfer listing and loan listing people, too. Which I'm going to go ahead and transfer list Alphonse, even though he's in the last year of his contract. Okay, let's take a look at Ansei. Excellent pace. Not great physicality, but I will put him on the opposite side glitch. And I'm actually going to be giving him Alphonse's number. So he'll be my new number 2. And then we're going to have Amalfitano. Again, his contract is expiring, but I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him. I'm going to be taking a look at Mark Anthony Kay. I mean, he is a Canadian. We do have Jonathan David that plays for Lille in real life, so have another Canadian in Ligue 1. You can see, it's only going to take him 6 weeks to get to a... .73. I do want to improve his pace and, well, his pace and stamina. You can see the line there. He's not going to improve on those, but he is going to improve on shooting, passing, and ball control. And I do want him to have high attacking work rate. But I'm just going to go throughout the squad here and see who I want to transfer list and who I don't. Uh, Hatfu is transfer listed. And Toomba, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer list him too. Balde, I'm gonna go ahead and loan list him. Runerson, I'm gonna have to renew his contract here. I don't want to lose him. Nguma, his contract is also expired. Nguyamsa. I'm gonna go ahead and. Do I want to transfer list him? I'm gonna go ahead and transfer list him. I'm not sure what his potential. He doesn't show he's showing decent potential, so I'm gonna go ahead. Pascal Loneliness, hopefully he'll go out. Grandjean, I'm gonna go ahead and loan list him. Hopefully his potential will start growing. Sumare, I'm actually gonna go. Let me see. Yunusa. I'm gonna loan list him, even though he probably won't go out on loan considering he's in the last 12 months of his contract. But I am gonna go ahead and transfer list Sumare. He is showing great potential, but I'm not sure if I want to spend much time with him. I am going to go ahead and loan list him, but if he doesn't grow much at the end of this season, if he's not by at least a 70 at the end of this season, I am going to transfer list him. Bunch of these players on loan listed. Dobre has that special something. I am going to go ahead and loan list him. And Philippi, I'm going to loan list him even though he's on the last, which I'm going to have to get in. I should probably do that now. Renew some of these contracts of players that I do want to loan out. That's kind of high. Yeah, that's kind of high. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, 4,700 for a 61 rated player is still kind of high, but I just don't want to get where his wages are so high that he's not going to want to move. Runerson's only making 2K. Let me see. Let me go ahead. Delegate. Wow, these wages though, oh my god. I'm almost half tempted to. Yeah, some of these wages are ridiculous, but I don't want these contract renewals to fall through. I know I'm overpaying these guys, but okay, delegate renewal. Again, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna accept that. Oh, Shrio is I'm glad I noticed that. 80. What should an 80 rated player make? Okay, Don. Let me see. What is Kobo making 20? So I'm saying at least 50. Let's see. Let's see what he. I'm gonna give him what he asked for. Let me just see. 62. I'm okay with that. Crucial. Most importantly, no release clause. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. And then Yunusa, I'm gonna go ahead and renew his contract. Boom. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sim to the 4th. I am going to go ahead. First things first, I am going to sign one of my youth scouts out. You can see we have an increase from 59 million to 95 million. They just pretty much switched the numbers. Couple player chats. A lot of players look like that they're very glad that I put them up for sale, that they're not enjoying their time here. Which, to be honest with you, I'm not enjoying putting them. Which Alphonse, I'm kind of surprised he's saying that, considering he did get play time last year. A lot of people think that a loan deal might be good. Just I'm just looking at options. And then, glad we agree. Okay, youth staff. I am going to go ahead and send Van der Velden. I think I'm actually going to send up a scouting report in his home country of Netherlands. I think I'm going to go ahead. I was going to do Belgium, but we're going to do... I'll do 6 months, and we'll do goalkeeper. We'll do that. And then we are going to be simming to the 8th. And then we'll be sending another scout out. Okay, we're getting transfer offers. Vina, I don't want to sell, but Amalfitano I do. Vina, I'm going to block that one from Augsburg. Alphonse, West Brom want 1.2 million for him. I'll gladly accept that. Amalfitano, we end up getting 2.7 from Benevento, 2.5 from Fulham, and 2.6 from Nuremberg. And I'm just going to go ahead and accept all these. It'll be watch. He'll go for the lesser. He'll go. How much you bet me he's going to go to Fulham? Because that's the lower one. Hopefully we get rid of both of those guys. But we are going to go ahead. Ledvika Simonis. Set up a scouting network. Now, in my Venezia career mode, I did have a couple good defenders in Berda and Matvienko, I believe his name was. They were both Ukrainian. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and send... Actually, you know what? Can I do... No! I was going to send somebody out to Ukraine, but you know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to send these guys out to Lithuania. I'm going to see what kind of Lithuanian scouts we can get. We're going to do defensive-minded. I'm very curious about this. I was going to send them to Ukraine, but you don't really hear much out of Lithuania, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to sim to the 12th, and we'll send our final scout out. Okay, Malfitano has been sold. Benevento, he went to the highest one. Good. So we'll do that. And then the other transfer talks obviously end. Tomiyasu, 22.9 from Leverkusen. I'm blocking that because he is my starting right back. And then our final scout. Let's see where I want to send him. I kind of want to stay in Europe. Okay, let's see. You know, we already have one scout going to Lithuania. I think I'm going to send one out to Latvia. Let's see what kind of Latvian players we can get. And I am going to go... Do I want 6 or do I want 3? I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one on 3 months. On technically gifted. If I don't get either an attacker or a midfielder, then I'm going to send this guy out for 3 months to possibly Estonia. See what kind of scout players I can get from there. And I think that's how I'm going to handle that. But I want to showcase countries that most other people normally wouldn't even bother with. But now I'm pretty much just see what kind of offers I get, and we are going to be simming to the first Ligue game. First Ligue game should be sometime in August here. Let me go ahead, and after this is done simming, let me look here. First Ligue game, and of course it is on the road. It is a tough game against Monaco. Not only are we going to play this game, but we're also going to be playing against Strasbourg. Which I'm going to talk about my plans of this particular career mode once we get towards the end of the video. Onside position change, I don't really care about that. Alphonse has been sold to West Brom. Quaresma, a player I am not interested in selling, 23.5 from Leipzig. They can go look somewhere else. But we're just going to go ahead and keep... Wait a minute, when is the Monaco game? Okay, Monaco game is on the 8th, so we're actually going to go to our first scouting report. Actually, we're going to go ahead and stop on the 3rd. Because I want to have all 3 of the scout reports in the same episode. So we are going to sim to the 3rd and end the episode there. Let's see what else happens. Collier transfer offer. I don't blame Wolfsburg for wanting him. Another player that I have absolutely zero interest in selling. But yeah, I'm sticking with my team this year. I really am. Sumare transfer offer, a player that I do. They're offering Remy Boissier. I don't know who the hell that is. Okay, let's see. 65 rated center mid 20. Why would I... Okay, 1.15 and 1.7. Let's see if I can get 1.4 for him. I'm going to go ahead and negotiate. Yeah, why would I want that player? Remove exchange player. And then we're going to do... Let's add a million to that. I'm willing to settle for 1.39. That's actually lower than his value, but I think he is in the final year of his contract or along the line, so I don't even really care. Just as long as he's off the books. I didn't even pay attention. What is our squad depth? How many players do we actually have? Okay, we're at 41. If he gets sold, then that brings it down to 40. And that will mean we'll be able to sign up to 12 youth academy players. So that's... Hopefully that deal goes through. Hopefully. Okay, Sumare has been sold. We're going to go ahead and... We're going to go ahead and save. And I will be simming to the 3rd because, like I said, I do want the first scouting report to show up at the beginning of the next episode. And the way I'm going to be doing Ligue 1 this season is... I'm going to go ahead and sim most of the first half of the season. Like I said, I am going to be playing these games against Monaco and Strasbourg. And I'm possibly going to be playing against the bigger boys like Lille and Marseille. Of course, teams like PSG. But I'm going to be simming through most of these games. And if we're at a point, Lyon is definitely a game I will be playing. But depending on what our position is at the halfway point, I may sim a lot of the second half of the season as well. But if we're in a position that we're going to be underachieving on our objective, then I will be playing more games in the second half of the season. But just a little bit of a warning, do not be surprised if I sim a lot of games here from now until December. But I just want to see what this team is made of on their own. Then Houston, chance offer from Everton. Everton, 22.8. I am blocking that immediately. But I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to end the episode here. Next time I see you guys, we will be getting our first batch of scouting reports in, as well as playing these games against Monaco and Strasbourg, and we will possibly be concluding the end of September, depending on how things go. I do want to get through at least all of August and most of September, so that is a look ahead of this career mode. Hope you guys are looking forward to Season 2 and what lies ahead. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And I'll be seeing you guys again next time.